Hi everyone, and welcome to 2F92, Designing Curriculum for the Adult Learner. I'm Julie, and I just wanted to share a few thoughts and ideas with you prior to getting underway with our first session on this coming Monday. Just a few more sleeps until we get started. Okay, a little bit about the course. It offers a lot of practical experience in curriculum design, and the assignments throughout the course very nicely build on each other. So you'll see that continuation as we work through the course. Basically what you'll be doing is developing a 12-week, 36-hour course that would be appropriate for either a college or a university setting, your choice. What you'll do is begin by identifying the topic in the first assignment, and then identify the goal of that course, and then share why you think it's important. Like why is it something that you want to work on? Okay, the second assignment allows you to take a look at your personal philosophy of teaching and learning, and begin to recognize how that may affect the approach that you take to curriculum design. It definitely has an impact on your thinking about teaching and learning, what it means to you. Okay, you will also determine which model you'll use. We'll be introducing you to several different models, so you can choose which one you feel more comfortable with. And then the next two assignments ask you to create learning outcomes, and then develop an evaluation plan. And finally, the last assignment, you actually create the outline, so just the topics for that 12-week course. And then you'll take one of those lessons and create a detailed lesson plan. Please note it is only for one session. In the past, some people have gone on and created the entire curriculum, so you don't want to do any more work than what you have to. So, and then as in all of our online or face-to-face courses, you will be assessed on how you participate in each session. And I think maybe a good way to approach this is to get prepared on the weekends, do your readings and thinking and all that, and begin posting early in the week. I think it's really important to get your posts out early, and then that way everybody can kind of connect with what you're saying and respond, and we can get some really good discussions going. If you show up Sunday night and post something, it's not really going to do much good for the ongoing discussion. Okay, so I think you probably already have. I've noticed a lot of people have logged in already, but make sure you have a really good look at the assignment guides as well as the marking rubrics, and don't hesitate to ask any kind of questions about the assignments. What I would ask, though, is that you put them into the town hall folder for questions about assignments. And I think, as I said in my emailed welcome, there's a real benefit to that. It gives everybody a chance to see the question and the answer, and then if the answer isn't clarifying things for people, they can just keep asking. So don't be afraid. There's no such thing as a stupid question, but make sure you read the assignment guide first. Okay. All right, our first session focuses, mainly on introductions and getting to know each other. It sounds like a few people have been logged in already, and it sounds like many of you know each other already, so that's really cool. We also want you to get thinking about keeping a private learning journal. One of the people in the class posted a question about that, and I guess you haven't been introduced to that before in the program. We used to have it start right with the first course, but maybe things have changed. The other thing you'll need to do is start looking for a learning partner for the semester, because you'll be doing some work with that person off and on. Now, so many of our learners they've come back and told me after the fact that having that learning partner relationship was so valuable, helping me in terms of their learning. And, gives you somebody to ask questions about assignments, what's your take on it, what do you think? To help maybe with editing, and you can develop the relationship in whatever direction you want, and it's very beneficial. And as a graduate of this program many years ago, I was just so wonderfully lucky. I formed a relationship with two other students, and we went all the way through the B.Ed program together. I think we kind of pulled each other through it. We three of us went on to grad school, and then we went on to do doctoral studies together. So, it was a wonderful relationship. We still get together for a drink and lunch every once in a while. Okay, so to get started, make sure that you work through the session. And be very careful noting the instructions. In some places, we ask you to do individual work. Some places we ask you to put notes in your learning journal. In other spots, we've identified discussion folders and questions, for you to go into the forums and post. I don't like to make assumptions, but it certainly sounds like you're all fairly used to working online. In fact, in our program now, we're well over 90% of people working online, so that we've really moved into that very quickly, over the years. So it's, it gives everybody good opportunity to, work at different paces. Doesn't tie up your Saturday, and so that's a positive thing. And one thing I just wanted to remind everybody about, in the course content, we have a number of activity sheets, and we'll be using them throughout the course in different sessions. And, they're really handy in terms of, sort of teasing out some of the thinking that you need to do for different aspects in the curriculum design process. So, make sure you use them as we move forward. Okay, I don't really want to say a whole lot else. I'm sure we'll be asking and answering a bunch of questions, so that's cool. So I hope that this first session we're going to get started with on Monday is really helpful in terms of getting you thinking about the process of curriculum design. And I'm sure you're used to the online format, but if not, you'll get into that quickly. And to begin connecting and learning about others in a class, so that you can start to develop those learning partner relationships. And just a reminder, as always, if you have any kind of questions or concerns, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. That's what I'm here for. And please call me Julie. Okay, I don't like to be overly formal. So I look forward to learning a little bit more about the rest of the class, and we'll see you next week online. Thanks.